lang po for Secretary Ted Herbosa. Just another topic, Sec, about rabies po.
Okay.
I just want to ask if you have received the report of the case of a 6-year-old boy from Gumaca, Quezon Province, who got bitten by his pet puppy uh, last month.
Mhm.
He completed the 3 doses of anti-rabies vaccine, but he unfortunately died po last week.
Okay.
Have you received this report
I
po?
haven't received this report, but it's either yung vaccine didn't work, kasi it's not a vaccine, yun ang misnomer eh. What we give to mga bata na nakagat ay yung tinatawag na post-exposure prophylaxis, but everybody calls it a vaccine. But to me, it's like it's like the shot for tetanus. When you get wounded, we give you an anti-tetanus serum. It's antibodies that will actually protect you in case may rabies yung asong kumagat sa'yo. So, ang mababalita ko tungkol dyan is we discovered there are vaccines coming in that are not registered with FDA. So, in fact, I had a meeting yesterday with the Bureau of Quarantine, the FDA, and the CIDG because we have discovered there are private vaccine facilities, yung tinatawag na Animal Bite Center, yun yung private, na nagbebenta at an alarmingly low price ng bakuna. And when we check them, hindi siya registered with our FDA. So mukhang smuggled. So ang tawag namin doon, contraband. Whether they're real or not, if they didn't pass through the FDA, hindi dapat yun maibenta. And then, yan ang problem. If they're given to people na nakagat, baka hindi effective. Kasi baka, number one, baka fake or baka underdose. So that's the reason pinapastrengthen namin itong paghuli. And baka by a few days from now, makarinig tayo ng mga establishments na ma-check sila kung meron talaga silang vaccine. Pangalawa, 54% of our rabies cases, we have about 400 deaths last year, double from the previous year, na dati 200 lang. 54% ay galing sa pet owners. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Hindi nila pinabakunahan yung alaga nilang hayop. So I'm now pushing for responsible pet ownership. Every March, nagka-campaign ang DOH para pabakunahan ang mga alagang aso at pusa. Mura lang siya, parang 100 pesos lang yata. At sa ibang LGU, binibili nila ito. Merong city veterinary na binibili. Pero important, nakikita namin sa datos namin sa mga animal bite center namin, 54, mas marami yung nakagat ng aso nilang walang bakuna. Yun ang bakuna sa rabies, yung bakuna sa aso. Unfortunately, dati po, bumibili kami ng bakuna sa aso, pero na-audit po kami kasi bawal kami bumili ng bakuna sa aso. Ang kailangan po, ang Bureau of Animal Industry o LGU ang bibili ng bakuna kasi ang allowed lang kami yung pera para sa tao, which is the post-exposure vaccine bakuna, which is more expensive. Parang 4,000 a dose yata yun, napakamahal. Mas mura po pabakunahan natin yung aso natin every year. So siguro yun ang request ko sa ating media to really bring this out na kung nag-aalaga kayo ng aso, make sure responsible pet owner ka. Sa ibang bansa, may fine pag may alaga kang aso. If a fine sa Singapore, $1,500 pag nahuli kang hindi current yung bakuna ng alaga mong aso. Tayo, mababait tayong Pilipino eh. Askal, pusa, alagaan natin, pakakainin natin. Pero, dahil medyo siguro kahirapan din, hindi madala man lang sa vet. So, dyan makakatulong yung City Health Office na may veterinarian na can provide free 100 pesos per animal. So, kahit ako, nung private citizen ako, nagdo-donate kami, Rotary Club namin, nag-i-inject kami every March ng mga pet owners sa Quezon City, doon sa UP Diliman. So, kung wala silang pera, may mga private organizations din nagdo-donate. So, importante lang malaman ng tao, malalabanan natin itong rabies, kung lahat na nag-aalaga ng aso at pusa, pabakunahan yung kanilang mga aso at pusa.
Sec, follow-up lang po.
Sige.
Kasi ito pong case ng 6-year-old, nagsusirculate na po sa social media, nagdudulot ng kaba sa mga social media users na doubting the efficacy of the anti-rabies vaccine. So, Doc, just to clarify, is it possible, is it possible that a person bitten by a dog or a cat would die even after completing the required doses of vaccine?
Yes, because the required vaccination, yung post-exposure vaccination, is not 100%. So that depends on how rabid the animal is. Ano yung timing nung binigay mo? Was it given early or was it given late? Meron tayong, I think last year or 2 years ago, yung girl na dinocument niya yung symptoms niya dahil tinago niya sa parents na nakamot yata siya nung pusa. And turns out, nung nagre-research siya ng symptoms, na-discover niya rabies and she documented it. Talagang very nakakaiyak yun. And in fact, it's preventable. All the 400 deaths in 2024 on rabies are all preventable had the pets been vaccinated. So yun lang ang message ko dyan. Pabakunahan yung mga aso nyo, please. Kayo, baka may mga alaga kayong aso. Pabakunahan nyo kung hindi nyo pa napapabakunahan.
So, Sec, from the exposure, gaano po ba kabilis dapat ikaw pa-vaccine?
Even after a month, pwede pang magpabaksin. Pero of course, immediately gusto namin. Kasi hindi lang rabies, meron ding mga infection. So binibigyan din namin ng anti-tetanus, nililinis yung sugat. Tinitingnan kung saan part. There are parts of your body na pag yun ang nakagat, like your face, your hands, your groin, tawag namin dyan, high level, kahit vaccinated yung dog, nagre-recommend kami, sige, bakunahan na rin natin yung child just to be sure. So, yun ang beauty, parang panigurado. Pero kung vaccinated yung dog, less ang chance talaga. Kung minsan, lilinisin mo lang yung sugat, and then, wala ka nang gagawin. Lalo na kung hindi naman naging rabid talaga yung aso. So, the other advice is, yung 40%, 47% na nagkaka-rabies naman, galing sa asong kalye or stray dogs. So, yun ang recommendation ko naman for publicly, huwag kayong basta lalapit sa stray dog. We have a story of this Swedish girl who was a tourist in Cebu, went to a cute little cat, kitten, nilaro niya, nakamot siya. When she got back to Sweden, she was dying of weird symptoms and they couldn't diagnose her because they've never seen rabies in Sweden. After he died, they discovered it was rabies. And they related to that cat na nilaro niya sa Cebu na nakamot siya. So very important, tell our children, wag din makikipaglaro sa asong kalye, yung mga pusa na nagkalat lang dyan.
Thank you, Michelle. Next question, Clay Pardilla, PTB4. Ito na. Next question, Eden Suarez, Net 25.
Sec, kanina po ay parang it seems like promoting yung ni PBBM doon sa Ilocano diet. Ano po? Pwede po clarification lang kasi po pagka sinabi mong pagkain ng mga Ilocano, di ho ba mostly mga pinakulong gulay yan sa bagoong isda. Ano po na maalat, alam natin na pwedeng pagmulan ng sakit ng bato. Medyo lang po na pwede bang i-clarify lang yon para po mas makuha ng tama ng public yung gustong sabihin ng Pangulo.
Well, let me correct. There are diets in the country that are also healthy. Hindi lang Ilocano diet. And our regular diet is actually healthy if it's rich in vegetables than the fatty or fried foods or a lot of rice or too much rice. So, yun ang dapat nating ma-correct, no? We call it Pinggang Pinoy. So you go to our National Nutrition Council website, you will see the recommended Pinggang Pinoy, which is a plate that has vegetables and fruits, rich in vitamins and minerals. It has the carbohydrates, maybe half a cup of rice, and the protein source, which is either fish or chicken or meat or pork or beef. So basta may protein ka, may vegetable ka, and then may proportion yon. Dapat mas colorful yung plate mo and a third of each lang. Hindi po pwedeng buong plato mo kanin tapos may konti lang na rice. So ganun doon. So if you look at the Ilocano diet, the fish, the bagoong is actually a protein source. Siyempre, timplahin mo yung salt nun. So that salt is also, too much salt is bad. Actually, too much of anything, too much rice is bad. Magkaka-diabetes, too much salt is bad. But the fact that it has gulay, it has fish and protein source, and then you eat it with rice, it's actually a healthy diet. So, very important. Diet, tatlo yan eh. Tamang pagkain, ehersisyo, at disiplina sa katawan. So, yun yung TED, yung pangalan ko. Tamang pagkain, bawal lang maalat, matataba, at matatamis. Ehersisyo, 30 minutes every day, do some form of exercise or house chore. And disiplina sa katawan, bawasan yung mga bawal. Sigarilyo, vape, alcohol, at saka droga. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Eden. Last